Well, again, folks, welcome to yet another episode. In this episode, I want to talk to you about healing from trauma. If you are being traumatized, that you are thinking about how do I heal from trauma, this video is for you. So in the first place, what is trauma? And when we talk about trauma, we are talking about going through a negative event in your life. And this negative event is giving you an unpleasant experience. When you see this, you are going through trauma. You know, there are many people who go through trauma and then they don't really even know that they are going through trauma. People experience trauma from many aspects of that. People are being traumatized in their relationship, traumatized from their family. Your church or the religion you belong to can be the thing that is traumatizing you. The work that you at where you work can be the setting that is really traumatizing you. It comes from many institutions and many people being the trauma figures in your life. So the question then is, if you find yourself, if you are in a situation where you think you are being traumatized, the question is, how do you heal from trauma? How do you protect yourself from the effects of trauma? Even before we get into how you heal from trauma, we've come to understand that trauma is something that really impacts on your physical health, impacts on your mental health, impacts on your social well-being, impacts on your brain functioning, the way you think, and so on and so forth. So the effect of trauma on our bodies, is really multi-dimensional. Now, how do we heal from trauma? The first thing, when it comes to healing from trauma, is coming to the point of realization that you are really going through trauma. You are being traumatized. Many people who are being traumatized don't even know that they are being traumatized. That they are in the event, the unpleasant experience, the unpleasant event, the negative event, traumatizing their life, and they are not even aware in the first place. So for me, you need to pause, take a look, and now re-examine your situation, and that will help you to come to that realization that you are being traumatized. That's the first thing. The next thing for me, when people find themselves, traumatized, after you've realized, you've identified that you've been traumatized, sometimes you've been traumatized for years, for a longer period, the next best thing for you to do is to move away from the trauma scene, move away from the trauma environment. It can be your boyfriend, it can be a husband, a wife, whoever, church, whatever that is traumatizing you. Move away from that scene and have a new beginning. When you move away, your perspectives change. You begin to see a new light. You begin to see your strength. You begin to see how powerful you are. You begin to see how worthy you are. Moving away from the trauma scene definitely can do you a lot of good. Another thing you want to do on your journey to trying to heal from trauma is to change the negative thought that the trauma has brought to you. Quite often when people are traumatized, they get to the point that they develop a lot of negative thoughts and images about themselves. They think low of themselves, their self-esteem goes down, all because of the negative thoughts that they've developed. Now, re-examine yourself, look at the negative thoughts that you've developed because of the trauma. If you are being abused, if you are being insulted, if you are being undermined, you look at it, you see the negative thought, I can't do this, I can't become this, I can't become that. You want to change all this thought to, I can't become this person, I can't do this, I can't do that. And that will be a sure way of trying to get away from your trauma when it comes to dealing with the negative thoughts. Again, you want to get out of trauma. One thing you want to do is to get people who love you, people who are in support of your cause in this life, people who believe in your potential, and have them around you as a support system. These people can help you talk about your trauma. One way to get out of trauma is actually talking to people you love, people who are in your support system, about the trauma experience. The more you talk about the experience, the more you get used to it, the more it becomes nothing to you, the more you heal from the trauma. Another thing you can do to get out of trauma is also to make sure that you see a mental health professional, like a clinical psychologist, a psychiatrist, mental health nurse, whoever can help you, deal with your trauma. Would definitely, a professional hand would definitely do you a lot of good, for sure. Trauma, again, if you want to get out of it, you have to also engage in some meditation or mindfulness. When you meditate, you become more aware of yourself, more aware of your thoughts, your feelings. You know where the problems are and then how to address them. Awareness through meditation or mindfulness, it's definitely good to help you to identify negative thoughts, negative emotions, and then the extent of the effect of the trauma on you and how to get out of it. There are many things you can do to get out of trauma. These are just a few that I've shared with you. Share with a friend that is going through trauma. Help them. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Like this channel, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.